Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's a Life is Beautiful bag. I love this stamp set. Funnily enough, called is Life is Beautiful. This is a $1 Million Achiever stamp set. So this was designed by Leanne Greff, who... It's one of the perks of achieving $1 million in sales or 1 million CSV in sales. And you get to design a stamp set, and this is what she came up with. Beautiful. I love it. And I wanted to make it the focus of my bag. Now, you can see that I've got snowflakes on here, and I've gone for the Snowflake Splendor paper. Kind of thought about it after I'd made it, that actually a tree isn't going to have snowflakes just on the tree, but that's okay. It's artistic license, but I'm going to make an autumnal one now. But I love it. It's very, very pretty. Bag is super simple to make. So we'll do that nice and quickly now. You need a piece of paper that's 8 by 12 inches, 20 by 30 centimetres. And on the short side, we're going to score it at 2 inches and 6 inches, which is 5 and 15. And then on the long side at 5 and 7 inches, which is 12 and a half and 17 and a half. So very simple to make. Oh! Missed when I was putting my scoring tool on the floor, whacked the desk instead. So I'm just going to burnish this. So this is the fast part. The longer part is going to be doing all that stamping and decorating. The bag itself, when it's finished, it's 5 inches tall, 4 inches wide and 2 inches deep. So 5, 4, 2, which is 12 and a half centimetres by 10 centimetres by 5 centimetres. So a nice size bag. It's a good size. Right, let me get my scissors. Oh, okay, we can't see. There we go. Let me turn it this way around so you can see we've got a little square there and there. So I'm going to cut straight on the rectangle and wedge into the squares. There we go. So that's one side, and we're going to repeat exactly the same over here. Okay, so depending on your pattern, if you've got a pattern that has a right way up and a wrong way up, the right way obviously is going to be like that. So if I had it the other way around, all my vines and leaves would be upside down. So that is the front of my box, and it's going to wrap around like that. So have that towards you, facing down. I'm going to put adhesive on these two parts here and on here, and I'm going to grab my Seal Plus for speed. Looking for the edge there. Oh, went too far, straight onto my grid paper. There we go. So this part I'm going to stick to here, this part onto here. And the same on here. So this part onto this back. Okay, and we're going to bring the front round, and you kind of have to eyeball everything. If you are somebody who likes to use wet glue, this is one for you, because you've got room for wibblage. Such a technical term. There we go. So that's done. And you just push in with your fingers either side, like that, and grab with these ones. So it's going to pinch round, and it will resist depending on what you've got inside. So it's resisted that side but not that one. We'll make both sides go in. Okay, and then I'm going to grab a couple of pegs to hold this in place, and I got some mint macaron ribbon. I don't know where it's from, so I don't know if it's the annual catalogue or if it's the winter catalogue. So I'm just having a quick look past all my bundles. Where's that ribbon from? Oh, it is from this one. It's from so it says page 45. That's probably going to be from this collection, isn't it? And Yes, it is. It's from the Gilded Autumn collection, which is where this paper is from. This is called Gilded Autumn Speciality Paper. How funny. Didn't know that. My ribbons are all in a beautiful rainbow rack in front of me. I just pull out one with the colour that I like. So that's just me all over. Okay. Knock that off there. So this is a thicker ribbon than the one I used initially. So I might... Yeah, I will still tie a bow, I think. And just putting my belly extension on. You don't really want my tummy. I'm using this. I'm leaning this up against my tummy and this against it. So it's, you know, third hand and all that. That's really rather nice, this ribbon. Basket weave, it's called. And yeah, it's part of that collection. And the other one that's with it is this sort of coppery, thinner ribbon. Very nice though. Okay, I'm going to turn that round to the side because that's where I want my bow to be. And I'm going to cut these tails off because that's way too long. There we go. Box made. So I've got the ribbon on first because I'm going to put my panel on afterwards, and that's why I've got my bow at the side. So let's scooch everything out of the way. So because the front of this is 5 by 4 inches, well, that's not very neatly done, is it? 5 by 4 inches, which is, what did I say, 10 by 12.5 centimetres. So I've got a white panel that's 1/4 of an inch shorter and narrower. So it will fit neatly over the front. So that's 1/2 centimetre. So this panel, 4 3/4 by 3 3/4, which is 9.5 by 12 centimetres. Now, thankfully, life is beautiful. It's a photopolymer stamp, so I can see what I'm doing. Always good. So I'm going to take that one out. I'm going to get my leaves this time. And I'm going to go for the same Life is Beautiful because I just think that's gorgeous. And my little birdhouse. Right, look, I needed the big block anyway. What I might do is put that down. I'm just going to let that relax a little bit. Photopolymer stamps tend to be a little bit bendy and wibbly, and you can misalign them. So if you put it down face down, so as though you're going to stamp it, it will relax into place. And then pick it up. Okay, so I'm grabbing... Scooch everything off my desk. Soft suede ink for my tree trunk. Stamp all over, and apparently the clear block too, because, you know, why not? And I did design this bag specifically for this stamp set. As you can see, it, you know, not everything I do is done on a whim. I do design specifically. Okay, so I'm going to rub all over that, and because I've got long sleeves, I can get slip. If you don't wear long sleeves and you've got a big stamp like this, a tissue on your hand, and then you can just rub all over it, and then you know you've got a great image. Love that. Right, so I don't need any more of that, but I've got my lovely leaves here, and I'll pop them on this block. Let's try that again. And I've got Cajun Craze this time. And I really am just going for it. There's no right or wrong way. Simple. Love that. And then I've got Crumb Cake now. My Little Birdhouse. Anybody else want to sing that song? Don't remember who sang it, but it was Birdhouse in Your Soul. And I'm gonna put it over the other side this time. So I'm gonna have one, and I've got, it's not exactly a big scrap, but it is a scrap. I'm just gonna clean that up. So I've got my Stampin' Mist here, and then I've got my Stampin' Scrub to one side. And I also have a retro bottle. Thank you, Rhett Christensen, for giving me the retro bottle. That was the most fun thing I think I brought, or the thing I was most excited to bring back from my Million trip. Because I said, I've run out of stamping mist, help. And Rhett got that for me. And I was like, I love it. Okay, so I've stamped down there, and then I want my Life is Beautiful. And I'm going to measure this up. So down here on my grid paper, bottom left-hand corner down here, I'm measuring up my stamp. So it's an inch deep, 2.5 centimetres, and it's going to be 3 inches long. So I'm going to grab my trimmer. And I'm going to cut off an inch, which is 2.5 centimetres. And did I say 3 inches? Yes, I did. So 3 inches long. And with my block and the same mint macaron, I'm going to stamp on here over to the left, and I'm using my Banners Picker Punch. This is my favourite punch right now, love it, and slide it through. And then a teeny tiny pair of scissors, I'm going to cut out my little birdhouse. And I'm not going to go around the peak. I'm just going to cut super simple on the angles. So cute. Okay, mini dimensionals. I only need the one. So, and that fits just perfectly on the back. And I'm going to put that over the one I've already stamped. Actually, what I wanted was the little birds as much as anything. But that's cute on there. I'm going to take some more dimensionals, but regular sized. Here they are, under my scissors. Oh, well, I need that one in a second, so I'll leave it stuck to my fingernails. And I want, actually I won't, because I need to get some rhinestones. So on this one I used the new rhinestones that we've got, but it's not going to be right. So I'm considering these ones, which are our champagne rhinestones. And I just want a little scatter of them, just really for additional decoration. That's the wrong size, I want another big one. And then now I'm going to put dimensionals, and I'm going to put them in each corner. And then a couple down the middle. And I need to make sure that my ribbon is low enough so that when I stick this on, the dimensionals aren't going to hit the ribbon. So they're going to sit above. And that needs a glue dot in that corner. Oh, it needs one on both corners. There we go. And that, I think, is a lovely autumnal version of a Christmas box using one stamp set. Aren't they lovely? Look at all those snowflakes or leaves. This comes first, then that one. Love them. Very pretty. Just a beautiful stamp set, Leanne. You did a great job. Love it. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.